Where's my breaking news? So as we talked about last show, AJ Styles was like uber hacked. Someone got a SIM card, so it's like his whole phone number and everything, which is crazy. And then the guy had a whole like sicko meltdown. Yeah, so let's just listen to AJ Styles. It's like 30 seconds or 40 seconds rather.
Hey guys, AJ Styles here. Just to let you know, my Twitter /X, whatever you guys are calling it, has been hacked. If you didn't know, I mean, it's some crazy stuff. I was able to pull it up on my wife's phone because I'm not able to get my Twitter account. Yeah, my phone, they sold my SIM card. Somehow that happened. Somebody allowed that at AT&T, but I got another guy working on it. But anyhow,
so I wonder, like, was somebody noticed, oh, that's AJ Styles at a phone store, and then like watched what he did and snagged his SIM card? Like, how does that even happen? That's so weird.
I'll let you guys know. Some idiot, some moron stole my phone or my SIM or whatever it is, and was able to hack Twitter for me. So, or X. Anyway, just let you know.
And yeah, the guy went on like a racial tirade and stuff to like every race, you know, because no one was biting on the fake AJ Styles crypto scam. Like, come on, bro. It's so stupid, man. But I'm glad that people like made everyone. But there were some people who bit. Like, there were some people who were like, oh, that was like, you would see some of the likes he was getting too on some of the. And it's like, come on, man, that's crazy. But here's the start of the AAA, the new era. Shout out Lucha Blog. And yeah, Alonzaz, Lucha Libre AAA Tour. And the masks they show immediately are Phoenix, Penta, Rey Mysterio. So they're just really putting their fingerprint on this.
This is
and see, they're showing off like certain people that they're really going to run with. El Hio's one of them. Go back to when I super chatted into K100 and I was like, yo, El Hijo del Vikingo. And then Conan's like, oh, I don't care. He's like, he's not going to WWE yet. You know, he said that like a year ago or whatever it was. Sometimes it plays during the intro or the outro of the show. Yeah, the La Parka, the new La Parka, he's got that sauce and they're running with it. They're really pushing the gimmick. And so I think WWE is going to run with that guy too, which is good because then hopefully they revive more of his classic on the WCW YouTube channel. You know, that's all I'm saying. And when El Grande Americano shows up, holy. Yeah, they're showing Andrade, Penta. They're showing El Hijo a lot. So. La Parka and Santos. And yeah, so basically it's WWE, it's AAA, it's NXT, but it's also TNA, which we'll talk about in a second. So they are crossing over. Carl Fredericks, FKA Eddie Thorp, says, and we have a few of these tonight, just like wrestlers' responses to being released. And a lot of them are holding their heads up, right? So Eddie Thorp says, oh yeah, I'm allowed to DJ whenever, wherever I want, whenever, wherever we're meant to be together. I want now. I've got 2 D&B gigs at the end of the month at Forbidden Kingdom after parties in Orlando. I'm ready to get out there. Let's rock. I called it. He's going to go fucking DJ, like whatever gigs now, you know? So NXT star Keanu Carver has deleted all his previous tweets about Samoan wrestlers and deactivated his ex. And they're saying, dude really threw his whole career away for some short-term clout.
Shut
now.
up, bitch.
Rock called him and was like, hey, buddy.
Shut up, bitch.
I tweeted out, I was like, man, I would just shut the fuck up. If you guys aren't familiar, Keanu Carver's like, he put out a tweet saying like, man, I couldn't, I don't know. I think he was drunk tweeting or something, but he's like, oh, these fake asses supporting Samoans ain't even like that, who vote for Trump and blah, 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 whatever the fuck he was saying. And I was like, I would just be quiet before Jacob Fatu slapped the shit out of me, bro. I just wouldn't even say shit. Who are you? You know, I think maybe you've wrestled a couple times, you know, I wouldn't even say anything, you know? And yeah, he completely deleted all of his tweets about Samoan wrestlers and privated his whole fucking X account because of it. So, and it's not like you shouldn't speak up about whatever, but if you guys look up his tweet, I read it on the last show. It just didn't even make sense. It was like, what is it? I think he's just drunk tweeting. So Elayna Black, FKA Cora Jade, she just takes a shot at WWE a little bit here. by saying this plus can't forget having to go to my own gym outside of work after strength and conditioning that wasn't doing anything for me other than get me body shamed by my bosses, coworkers, and fans. So I don't know any fans who body shamed her. I know people were talking about breast. I'm like, we know, right? It's all good. Okay. We don't got to point it out. No, but everyone was like, oh, she's got new boobies and stuff. So was that body shaming? I don't know. Did people shame her for that? I didn't see none of that. But again, I'm just anecdotal here. Coworkers. So she's alleging here, allegedly, that coworkers were body shaming her. Who? And my bosses. So like on Michaels, like who are we talking about? I don't know, man. Some people may be shit disturbers. Some people may be talking to sheets, and that could be why. There's rumors that like Cora Jade would stir shit up backstage, like before all this. If you look on Instagram and stuff, I don't know. And people accuse her and Punk and shit like that. Like she's always. People are like, oh, she's messy. She's dated this guy and this guy. You know, we talked about it on the show before. I'm not in all that aspect of it, really. I'm not like counting her boyfriends and stuff, but that's a thing, you know? So who knows if that has played into it as well. We don't know if some of these people got released. You know, Braun Strowman, you can chalk it up to probably, yeah, they're not using them. They're paying him a shitload, right? Someone like Cora, where you're like, damn, in 10 years, you figure she's just like a staple on the main roster, you know? No, it ain't even like that, you know? It might be stuff like that, or her saying her bosses were body shaming her. That's wild if they were, and I feel for her. I'm not calling her a liar, you know, but at the same time, she did start the OF, apparently, so I don't think you felt that shameful about the body, if that's the case. I don't know. Hey, I'm not judging. I'm just calling it like I see it. So, yeah, she took a shot. She sort of shut down Meltzer in this shot, but we'll go back to that when we play flutes in a bit, right? So somebody pointed out, look who's back on the WWE alumni page, and it's Alberto Del Rio, Alberto El Patron. Again, Dave Meltzer caught up lying. He's like, yeah, they signed new contracts. I have it all bookmarked. Husey DM me. He's like, yo, Conan said this. Husey said, yo, this isn't an allegedly, because Conan said this on K100. He's like, Alberto signed through Triple Mania, and then Hughes, like, if I had to guess, they're just going to honor that and then not. And apparently the AAA deal takes like a few months to go into effect fully, you know, to where like the contracts are absorbed, you know, because you got to fucking cross the T's and dot the lowercase J's. So Del Rio is on the alumni page. They're probably not going to run away from his history. I'm not saying he's going to be on the NXT Worlds Collide show. He's not in any of the promo or anything, but he'll likely drop that title to. I wouldn't even be shocked if it was someone WWE chose for him to drop it to. Right. And I see some people online saying, you know, Alberto was falsely accused of a bunch of shit and I'd have to investigate it. Listen, I don't know. Yeah. Mexico's a whole different place. You know what I mean? So I got the Page stuff. I don't know. But Page is like really trying to get back with WWE, and they're not interested. You know what I mean? So, yeah, wrestlers from AAA that have already signed contracts with WWE. This comes from a guy, Ocam Poxlaw, editor on Jefe Desde. I'm butchering it, but I'm sure somebody can translate this. But listen, his name's Ernesto. If he's legit, he's legit. I don't know. Is he a dirt sheet writer? Is he a real writer in media? I have no clue. I don't know. Conan's saying one thing. He's the booker. He's only the fucking booker and like doing creative and shit, right? So I don't know who to believe here, but if we're believing Dave Meltzer and this guy, these are new contracts signed with WWE. Now, is it possible WWE's like, look, we're not going to have you as a wrestler, but we'll sign you on like a nostalgia thing or something? Maybe he's like a multi-time world champion and shit. Let's say everything is cool in the media with him or whatever. I know a lot of people are like, fuck this guy, but WWE, they're just looking at it like a business. And if he's selling out buildings in Mexico, I mean, do they really give a fuck? You guys gotta understand. I don't think they really give a fuck about that. So, yeah, I don't want to see him mixing it up with NXT people. I was a big fan of his, like, back, especially when he came back and beat Cena. Do you guys remember that? He came back, beat Cena for the U.S. title just out of nowhere. That shit popped me so hard. But anyways, And I think he was in Impact, and then he came back to WWE, right? Or am I off on my timeline there? I can't remember. But either way, Alberto Del Rio allegedly signed a contract with WWE. He owed Dr. Wagner. He owed Del Vikingo. So I'm sure they'll just call him Dr. Wagner or Dr. Wagner Jr. And then Vikingo is just already Vikingo. La Parca, La Hiedra, Lady Flamer or Flammer. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it, but goddamn solid. Like, it's so good. The people they're picking to run with. Dave Meltzer's having a wet dream over here. Lady Maravilla and Nino Hamburguesa. So I'm fucking excited for more lucha and them blending the lucha. Like, what I love about WWE is it's like, okay, are you the best Japanese strong style guy? Come here and do it here and showcase that. Are you the best lucha? Come here and do it here. This is our league. These are our rules. And, you know, that's why guys have stood out who've come over and done different stuff, you know? So I'm just excited. And I'm not one of these guys like El Hijo versus Roman's a dream match. I'm not sitting like Del Vikingo versus Roman. You know, I'm not saying that, but he is an exceptional talent. In WWE, we know they'll protect him and he won't hurt himself real bad like he has multiple times. They'll make his moves look extra special. They'll know how to market him. I mean, yeah, bring back the Cruiserweight title. Now, what do you guys think? It'll be like the AAA Cruiserweight Championship? Because they have the NXT North American titles. So, you know, those will be defended and float across and float around. But I wonder if they do bring back like a Cruiserweight title. That maybe could be a good idea. No? A lot of people are like, oh, they want to get away from that. But in Mexico, they use weight classes and shit all the time. So here I have some, I guess, where are we? Let's do some breaking news, I guess. We're just going to add content. So, I'm just going to read a message. I don't know. I'm just a educated guess guy. This isn't a dirt sheet. Hey, I just guessed the AAA stuff. Let's just, okay. I'm starting to read starting now. Okay. Thank you. Or was part of them buying AAA. The company had been losing money each year until this last year with Alberto being the heel champion. Mexico never has a heel be champ for an extended time, but it worked. WWE was looking at CMLL, but Alberto had become a producer and agent for AAA, and he helps with other matches too, beyond his own heel work that he's doing. So that answers the question. I don't know. It's not
allegedly.
It's probably not even fucking. We're just making shit up here, right? Let's just say in a world where he's probably helping houses, and I don't know. So we'll see if after Triple Mania, we'll see how he's featured on some of this WWE stuff, crossover stuff. And we'll see if at Triple Mania he just drops the belt and he's gone. Don't be shocked if it's a WWE guy who scrapes it off him, even like a Rey Mysterio or someone they're trying to build up who gets it off him and then feuds with to help elevate or something, you know. But as far as a new deal, that could be totally plausible too, to where he's just signed up with them and he'll work in AAA. But as far as the video package we watched, no sign of Alberto. All just like the new kind of talent, the new generation they're going to push. And yeah, that was, I guess, the end of the AAA. Lacey Lane, Caden Carter had this to say: from watching on the other side of the barricade at NXT to being in the ring, getting to live my dream, I am beyond thankful to WWE, coworkers, coaches, everyone behind the scenes, and everyone who I was able to share a ring with. This is definitely not the end. And thank you to all the fans who stayed along for the journey. I look forward to see what my future holds. Stay a tag team. Stay a fucking team and do those cool-ass moves in TNA. Win those knockouts titles. So Latin Lover confirmed today that Angel and Berto are the first WWE superstars that will be at AAA Triple Mania Regia on June 15. He also said that some TNA talent will be a part of the show as well. So funny how, like, if you guys go back on PWT, I was like, if I had to guess, they're going to have a hot lucha summer. It's going to be real. It's going to be heating up in the luchas. It's going to be El Fuego, you know, saying all this dumb shit. Look at it. Look at it, dude. This is pretty cool. For people who don't get to do WrestleMania, they get to do Triple Mania, and they get to be under the WWE umbrella. And maybe they heat up enough to where it bleeds over to WrestleMania or something. I don't know, man. WrestleMania used to have matches like this is and Tony Khan will do this shit. Some Tony Khan will do this stuff in like Japan where it's like it's a New Japan versus Ring of Honor versus AEW versus Stardom, whatever the fuck. And maybe WWE could do that and present it in more of a sports way and deliver packages and explain who people are for a while and make WWE a spectacle, or like, the Rumble where people would come from other promotions. We've already seen Hendry and things of that nature. So yeah, Paul Heyman eyeing up Uso in the world title. So we're going to see Sammy Uso and Jey Uso align against Breaker and Seth. I'll throw this out there. Imagine Sammy's the third man and he turns on fucking Jey. That could be crazy. But yeah, shout out Los Garzas, man, making it happen. So on LFG, we had some playoff results. So we had some matches where, to me, it was the best matches of the season so far. Now, the viewership started spiking a couple episodes in, and then it started tapering and falling off as of late for LFG. Now, this show never did gangbusters. We're talking like 150,000, 200,000. It does like Ultimate Fighter numbers, that show's still on the air too, like UFC and WWE and shit. This is more like a show you put on the air during your WWE block on A&E, because again, they're looking at how long can we just keep viewers watching our shit. And then you can put this stuff on Crave. I watch it on Crave in Canada. So Team Undertaker, he eliminated Bailey Humphrey and Elijah Holyfield. So Elijah got eliminated instead of that Shiloh guy. I think that's the right move. Now, all of these people are still going to be in WWE. Bailey Humphrey, he told her, like, you're going to revolutionize women's wrestling, which I think could be the case. And he's like, but I got to go with this Olympic gold medalist. Now, I argue against the Olympic gold medalist because I'm like, man, we've seen a bunch of those already. Like, this Bailey Humphrey girl is so unique and different. Like, I would probably have picked her personally, but her name's Tyra May Steele and then Shiloh Hill. Yeah. So Team Booker T, they cut Leigh Larrell, that everyone's like, she's a star from episode 1. I was like, she's fucking up all the time and just crying every time she does bad. And then they're like, oh, we feel bad for her. Isn't she a star? No, fuck that. Okay. And then Anthony Luke and Jasper Troy. I don't know, man. I think they picked the right guy in Jasper Troy and P Nasty and the right girl in that as well. But Anthony Luke is cool. But I mean, yeah, I think they picked the right people there. For Team Mickie James, she eliminated Serena Linton, who's just green as shit. That's all. And Troy Yearwood, I think, should have stayed, and this Chris Island guy should have went. And then she kept Danny Sikelski, who I think will have a ton of longevity in WWE. Team Bubba Ray Dudley eliminated Tatiana Dumas. Now, if she had a stage, she's dating. Tatiana Dumas is dating Ava Rain, like The Rock's daughter. So if she had a stayed, that would have been some nepotiz. And Drake Moreau went, and Bubba kept BJ Ray, who, it's a fix, man. That guy's just staying in him and that Jay and that Cutler James guy, or Jay Cutler James, whatever the fuck his name. I was calling him Jay Cutler or whatever. Cutler James, those guys, like, that guy's already in NXT. He got cut from the show, right? And then this BJ guy, they've been slated to be in WWE, and they've been working this fake shoot rivalry storyline for like 2 years now, okay? If you go watch WWE Next Gen, you guys see it. And then, yeah, they kept Xena Sterling, and that's the right choice. And then BJ Ray, who's like going to fuck around and win this whole thing. And I love this show. So Octagon Jr. posted on his IG stories a congratulations that he signed with TNA, okay? So he's got a similar mask to Penta's mask. I think they're related or something. If I'm not, I'd have to look into it, but my thoughts on the what chance during my in-ring promo. So Cody Deaner wrote his thoughts on the what chance during his in-ring promo. And I quote tweeted this. I was like, I pray this isn't kayfabe. This dude says, after my heartfelt in-ring promo this past Thursday on TNA Impact, I saw a lot of chatter from fans regarding some of the what treatment I received for parts of my promo. What? I've seen a lot of fans say they felt it was annoying and downright rude that fans were chanting what during the promo. I appreciate the sentiment. What? However, one of the many things that I love about pro wrestling is that everyone has a voice. What? Fans get to cheer for who they want. What? Boo who they want. That's why pro wrestling's so awesome, kid. Do I love chants? Do I love that fans chant what during a promo? What? No, but it's up to me as a professional to do my best to make it stop. It's part of the fun. It's part of the challenge. I felt I rose to that challenge. I felt I beat that challenge. I also chose to focus on the positive rather than the negative. That's a choice we all can make in our lives. So even though there was a small group of fans chanting during my promo, there was a larger group on their feet giving me their attention, smiling, clapping, cheering, and some even crying to those people. I saw you. I focused on you. My words were for you. Okay, listen, shout him out. I'm a fan. I don't know. Was he like, did he have to retire? I don't know. I don't know if I'm being insensitive here, but I agree. So he's saying over here, someone was like, they were annoying. And then Diener's like, I agree they're annoying. I just choose not to focus on them. Listen, man, if they're annoying, I don't get the whole, usually you can stop the what chance. You just don't speak like, what? This, what? And then I do this thing, period. What? And then this thing. What? And then this thing. Just don't do that. Just change your cadence, change the way you're talking, where you don't have those pauses, where you give them things they have to listen to. And if they what through that, then you fucking suck. But if he was giving like a retirement speech, I didn't, I'm sorry. I didn't know that, but how I just whatted the whole time. Make sure y'all stretch first. I don't want any excuses. Tessa Blanchard is like reacting to the fans saying, Tessa, we coming for you.
We coming for you, Tessa. We coming for you, Tessa. We coming for you, Tessa. We coming for you, Tessa.
White guys yelling at Tessa. We are coming for you, Tessa. We are coming for you. Ah, the fuck.
We coming for you, Tessa.
But yeah, she's just leaning into it, man. Not like racialism, but you guys know what I'm saying, right? You guys get what I'm getting at?